Hi there. Next we have the Six of Swords. Sorry, I think at the end of the last card I said that was the Six of Swords, but obviously it's the Five of Swords, so my apologies for that. But this card here is the Six of Swords. When upright, traditionally it can symbolize transition, moving forward, recovery, healing from trauma, leaving behind conflict or mental strain, emotional distance, necessary detachment, a journey towards peace or resolution, support during difficult times, and seeking clarity or a new perspective. When reversed, this card can indicate resistance to change or transition, emotional baggage, unresolved issues, delayed progress or blocked healing, running away from problems, feeling stuck between the past and the future, or trouble letting go of past pain. The number 6 here represents harmony, balance, and restoration, and in the swords, this brings mental peace after tension from the Five of Swords. This symbolizes a bridge between turmoil and calm. Air, that this card represents, governs logic, thought, and communication. This card shows a shift in your mindset, a journey from mental chaos to clarity, and it suggests using reason and attachment as tools for healing. Astrologically, this card is associated with Mercury and Venus. Mercury represents communication and thought, and Aquarius represents vision, innovation, and detachment here in this card. Together, they point to progressive thinking, rational problem solving, and mental independence. This pairing supports moving on with intellect over emotion. Symbolically, you'll see a boat crossing the water. This can symbolize a journey from troubled waters to calm shores. You'll see the figures in the boat. There's a cloaked woman and a child, symbolizing seeking refuge and support. You'll see the standing ferryman, the standing figure, which is pretty much the main character in this card. He represents guidance and possibly a helper or a higher self. The swords in the boat represent thoughts or burdens carried into the future. It's still present, but it's contained. And with the stillness of the water, that represents gradual emotional healing and calmness after chaos. When asked yes or no, this card can mean yes, with a caveat that the situation requires transition, patience, or travel. This card can represent days to weeks, especially during Aquarius season or times of emotional travel or healing. You'll see that the boat and the figures, that it's moving to the right, and that's towards the future, often symbolizing progression or growth. This card can represent Aquarius season or late winter, and it can represent a time of reflection, emotional withdrawal, or inner preparation for a new beginning. So what's the story of this card? After the sharp pain and fractured connection of the Five of Swords, the Six tells a story of moving on. This is a card of recovery, whether emotional, mental, or even physical. It's a journey away from the battlefield. You may not be fully healed yet, but you've chosen peace over chaos. With help from others or your inner wisdom, you steer your way through the shadows of grief or change. The past isn't forgotten, but it no longer defies the direction. You're headed toward a new shore, or you're heading toward a new shore, one built on clarity, calm, and renewal. And that there is the Six of Swords. Comment down below if you have any additional interpretations to add. Thank you.